France, once revolutionary, now a catalyst for furious populist movements, a country where protest is in the blood, and over the last year, a nation defenceless against the yellow vests. Paris, landmarks of triumph left defaced, and its iconic streets smashed and looted. It even left the most jaded, well, shocked. Macron had come to power with his own idea of a French Revolution. It was one of reform. He vowed not to fall on his sword, as others before him, by not giving in to protest movements. But even he was forced into retreat. The planned carbon tax hike was abandoned. He opened the state purse to boost low-income households. Macron even said he was their kindred spirit.
If being a yellow vest means being in favor of higher salaries and a more effective parliament, then I am a yellow vest.
But for many yellow vests, those promises were empty.
At first, Macron didn't give way. There were only promises, and then he backtracked. There was a tax bonus, but not every company had the resources to offer it. He also promised 100 euros extra for people on minimum wage, but in the end we realized it was only for those on social security.
The anger continued to spill out onto the streets. While some yellow vests were caught up in the violence, for the most part, protesters argue their movement had been infiltrated by extremists.
It's the radicals who go out for violence. It's an adrenaline kick for them. It makes them feel good, I suppose. But there are also people who become violent because they are being attacked by tear gas and police batons.
They've tried to discredit the movement by showing images of burning trash cans and cars, and also to make sure that the rest of the population don't join the movement.
The police don't understand anything. The government owes them money, but instead of marching with us, they hit the protesters.
The violence made a big impression on me. The police against our guys. I have been to every protest in Paris, and I saw things I should never have seen. People were hit in the back.
For the forces of peace and order, they too have been left scarred by the violence.
There was a police car. We had been besieged by protesters, and they tried to put fire inside it. The French policemen were very, very close to use their weapons to get out. There was also the Arc de Triomphe. There was a charge of police officers. So they arrived, they were exhausted, and there was a counter-attack from the protesters, and we almost lost one man there.
And according to this police union, the problems were compounded from the very top.
It was a mess. It was a mess. And we had bad intel, we had bad leadership, there was no order. In fact, bad leadership implies problems.
Meanwhile, for Laetitia Deval, the struggle continues, but she's also aware the weekly protests may have lost some of their initial impact. So how will the Yellow Vest movement adapt in the future? To change the system, she says, you need to be inside it.
I decided to join the local team because if we can't find the problem from the outside, we should do it from the inside. I also invited the other Yellow Vest activists with similar views to do the same. If they become a councillor or a deputy, they will be inside the system and we will be able to change it.
Whatever your view on the Gilets jaunes, the Yellow Vest movement, one thing is indisputable. They've had a profound effect on France over the last year. Now could be a pivotal moment to see if they will continue to burn a torch under the current administration. This weekend, we may find out. Charlotte Dubinsky, RT, Paris.